Hello everyone, welcome back to another Project Gladiator weather forecast. Today I'll be covering the weather for August 9th of 2023, and currently we have an enhanced risk for southern Missouri into northern Arkansas, across western Tennessee and northern Mississippi and northern Alabama. There is also a marginal threat for the northern United States in the northern Midwest and northern Central Plains from North Dakota and South Dakota into the Michigan Peninsula and northern Michigan here. I likely will not cover this at all in today's forecast. I might touch on it in our triggering factors. However, as for our threats for today, we do have a 10% tornado threat with the possibility of strong to violent tornadoes for southern Missouri and in northern Arkansas. So we could see the possibility of expected weak tornadoes, as well as the possibility of possible strong to violent tornadoes across this region as well. As for our wind threat, we do have a 30% with the possibility of violent winds for this region as well. And as for our hail threat, we do have a 30% with the possibility of large hail to very large hail for this region as well. And then taking a look at our radar omega models, starting off with our 500 millibars like we usually do. Before I begin with this segment of today's forecast, I do want to note that I haven't really had the proper time to look at all the different parameters and get a completely accurate forecast written down in place for today. I just got home from school, so I haven't really had the time to do that yet, so some stuff might be inaccurate, and if there is anything inaccurate that you notice, please tell me in the comments, and hopefully I will be able to fix it, and it's going to be just like yesterday. Focusing on the enhanced risk region, you can see that we do have the shortwave trough with a little bit of leftover convection from the day prior. The storms for today are expected to develop behind that, possibly with aid of maybe some outflow boundaries with these storms to help aid in severe weather development with the storms that are expected to develop behind this. So with this strong shortwave trough across this region and the combination of the possibility of outflow boundaries, we could see the possibility of some strong severe weather development for this particular region. And then for that marginal threat that I said I probably wouldn't cover, except for our 500 millibars, you do have that jet stream that is out of Canada across the northern Midwest and northern Central Plains to be triggering that marginal threat for that particular area. That's going to be the main triggering factors for that, as well as the shortwave trough being the main triggering factors, with the possibility of aiding outflow boundaries for this enhanced risk region in particular. Taking a look at our dew points, focusing on the enhanced risk region, you can see that we are expected to have some fairly strong dew points across this region. Dew points that are supposed to be in the low 70s into the mid 70s as well. So with this, we could definitely see the possibility of some fairly strong instability for this region, possibly ending up to the 3000s and maybe a little bit higher. But that's really all I really had to say for dew points. There's not really much to say about this. With dew points in the low 70s and mid 70s, we could see Cape values in the 3000s, possibly a little higher. Taking a look at our instability, focusing on the enhanced risk region, you can see that we are expected to have some fairly strong instability across this region. We are expected to see Cape values that could reach the upper 3000s, as well as the low and even the mid 4000s. With very, very strong mid-level flow aloft with that shortwave trough, we could definitely see the possibility of some elongated photographs and the possibility of some large hail to very large hail for this region. And with whatever directional shear we have regarding that shortwave trough, we could definitely see the possibility of some fairly strong energy helicity index readings for this particular region, indicative of the possibility of violent tornadoes, as well as the possibility of some violent winds for this region as well. Taking a look at our energy helicity index readings, I have us set at a time right before storm development is expected to begin. So focusing on the 10% tornado threat, you can see that we do have very, very strong energy helicity index readings on the 0 to 3 kilometer energy helicity index models. I haven't really settled on if I should use energy helicity index 0 to 1 kilometer or 0 to 3 kilometer. So I'm going to be mostly using 0 to 3 kilometers so we can get an idea for low level and also mid-level energy helicity index readings. So focusing on the 10% tornado threat again, you can see that we do have very, very strong energy helicity index readings. We are expected to have energy helicity index readings that do go up to the blues, even into the 10s. And even across Oklahoma, we have energy helicity index readings that were reaching the 12. So across this entire region, we could definitely see the possibility of strong to violent tornadoes being supported by strong directional shear in this particular location. And with the strong instability that we have, we could, again, definitely see the possibility of significant tornadoes across this entire region, and maybe even weak tornadoes could be expected for this region as well. Taking a look at our SIGTOR, or our significant tornado parameter, this combines our CAPE and our different parameters in the atmosphere to give us the possibility of tornadoes for this particular region. I mostly look at this at significant tornado days, and I mostly settle for energy helicity index on not significant tornado days. However, because this is a significant severe weather day, I will be taking a look at SIGTOR, just like I did on that moderate threat a few days ago. So focusing on the 10% tornado threat with the possibility of violent tornadoes, we definitely have very, very strong SIGTOR readings for this entire location. This might be even the highest SIGTOR readings that I've seen in a very, very long time. So again, we could definitely see the possibility of strong to violent tornadoes for this entire region with, again, very, very strong SIGTOR readings, allowing for the possibility of, again, violent tornadoes for this region. Possibly even getting up into the 7.2s. That is unlike something I've ever seen in a very, very long time on SIGTOR. So again, significant tornadoes, even strong to violent tornadoes, are again not out of the question for today in this region. Now that I've told you the weather, please go down to the description and check out the socials for Project Gladiator, and join the Discord for any updates on Project Gladiator. And if you live in any of the areas I covered for today, please stay weather alert for the time being, as this is a very dangerous situation for today, and I might go live later. Again, if you live in this particular location, please stay weather alert for the time being, and hopefully I will be able to see you guys tomorrow with another forecast.